Hello everyone. Today I will be showing you how to take an ordinary Word document and turn it into MLA format. So right here we see an average lit analysis typed out, but it is not an MLA format, it needs to be. So I will be showing you all the different tips and tricks to turn a document on Word into MLA format. So the first thing you notice is that this paper has been written in single space. While that might work as you're typing, it does not work for MLA format. So the first thing we're going to do is double space the document, and one way to do that is to highlight the entire document. You're going to move your cursor over the words and then scroll down the screen all the way to the end of the paper. Make sure you get all of the paper. And then you're going to move to this little key right here that has the up and down arrows that says line spacing. And you're going to move your cursor over the 2 to indicate double spacing. So now our paper is double spaced. But as you can see in this example here, sometimes we get these awkward extra spaces between paragraphs that are bigger than double spaced. That does not comply with MLA format, so the other important thing to make sure you click is this little box next to the thing that says don't add space between paragraphs of the same style. It is essential to click that button to ensure you don't have any awkward gaps between paragraphs. So now we're in double space, but as you can see, it's in Calibri, and MLA format calls for generally Times New Roman as a font. So over here we can see our font name, Calibri, and if you pull down, you'll see a big long list. And generally it saves ones you've recently used, so there's our Times New Roman. If it wasn't up here, we would just scroll all the way down through to the T's. We also see that our font is in size 11 and we need it to be in size 12. So again, we'll click here and move to the 12. So now our font is correct and our spacing is correct. But as you can see on the sides, those margins look a little bit big. So what you're going to go and do is click on Layout. And as you can see, the Mac naturally sets your right and left margins to be 1 1/4 inches. MLA format calls for just 1 inch. So you can either click the little down key all the way to 1, or type right in the box to make it say 1. So now our margins are set correctly to 1 inch. So as we see at the top of the paper, we have our correct heading, my name, teacher name, course, and date, along with a centered title. Our heading goes left align, our title is centered, but we're missing our header. The header in MLA should have the author's last name along with the page number on every page, so that as the reader is flipping through the pages, they can see what page they're on and they can remember what paper it is. So a nice shortcut to doing a header with a page number is to click up here at the top of the page. As you can see, the cursor changes into the little page with the top thing that indicates you're in the header. Click up there and it'll pull up your header, and I like to move to header and footer and go to page number, but you want to make sure you're in your right location for your page number, so that is where you can click on home, right align because you want to right align your page number, go back to header and footer and click page number, and then in front of the page number should be your last name. So there's my last name in front of the page number. So nice little shortcut to getting the page number and your name at the top of the page. And we'll do a nice little double check. As you can see on the second page, it switches to Hogan 2. Now, one of the last things we need to do to make sure that our paper is done in MLA format is to make sure that our works cited is on its own page. So scroll down to the end of the page, and you can see in this rough draft, it just says sources and lists the sources. They're at least done in the correct MLA format of the sources, but we need this to be its own page, and it also needs to be titled Works Cited. So say I were to just hit enter and put this on a new page. Well, that would lead to problems if I decided to add to my document later. So the best thing to do is to click on Document Elements, and also first it's great to center our works cited, then go to Document Elements and click Break, Page Break. So now, whenever this is finished, a new page is created for the works cited so that it is on its own separate page. As you can see in this last example, we have our reverse indenting that we're supposed to have, but on these two we don't. A nice shortcut to reverse indenting is to hit the return key or the enter key and then tab. And we'll do it again here, enter and tab, and it sets up that nice reverse indent. So now you have all the tools you need to turn your paper from a rough draft into an MLA compliant final draft.